for the sand.
It's Dave from Iron Blackbird Cycles. We're back on the sidecar, Easyrider Sidecar today. What we're doing today is wet sanding this purple coat. It's got all the purple flake in it. I normally use 1500 if I'm going to re-clear. I'll use 2000 if I'm going to buff, just because it takes a lot of the buffing out. Here's what a lot of people don't understand. Here's a good sanding trick. Everybody I teach to wet sand, the first thing they do is they do this. And that paper folds up. You hold that paper between your thumb and your forefinger like that. The next thing they do, which is wrong, is they sand like this. And I want to show you what that does. If you can see finger scratches right across here. And it's still shiny in the middle. That means that middle didn't get sanded. And it didn't get sanded level. So you sand parallel to your hand as best you can. You notice I'm about a 45-degree angle from my fingers. So when I sand this, you can see, after I squeegee it off, that there's no shiny spots in there. It all got sanded. And what I'm doing is where we sprayed this purple flake over this, there's a rough texture to it, and it all has to be sanded down, and then a good coat of clear with no flake in it shot over the top of it. Then you come back and you sand this again, and that clear coat will be slick. Then you can buff it back to a shine and you're finished. Now I know I'm sanding with my fingers, but I'm just getting it started. Then I come in, go over that, and we'll get a nice even sand on it. This is very heavy metal flake in this. I know you're seeing a lot of what looks like silver specks, but those are actually purple. They just look silver because we're sanding them. We're not taking this down very far. We're just taking the tops down to where when I shoot the next coat of clear on this, it'll have a cool look to it. Be nice and slick. And yeah, if this whole thing's got to be done this way, welcome to my world. People wonder why it costs so much to get stuff painted, and this is part of the reason right here. A lot of work. I think you just pull out a spray gun and start shooting paint, and that's not the case. Also, when you're sanding anything that's got clear coat in it, don't leave this overnight with clear coat setting on it. So when we get this sanded, if I don't get clear on this today, I'll wipe this thing down, wash it down, because that clear coat will stain the clear coat that's underneath it. It'll kind of turn back hard and want to stick to it. And you definitely don't want that happening, because then you're sanding it again, and chances are you might go through as you sand it again. Definitely want to hit this more. Well, it's a hot one today. I got the garage open and shop open and no wind. It's windy out, but there ain't nothing moving through here. You kind of tell while you're sanding where you're at. The clear coat. Now, sanding clear coat before you buff's a whole different ball game here. Right now, I can kind of tell where I'm at because I can feel it. It feels rough while I'm sanding. When it starts to feel smooth, I know I'm pretty well there. Now, because we're shooting clear over this, every part has to be sanded. Can't leave anything shiny because clear won't stick to it. It has to have the scratch marks in order for the clear to stick. Even on the bottom here, that's all got to be sanded as well because we're shooting clear over that as well. So. Sand around all these snaps. Those will get your finger good if you're not careful. And the rivets on the side of this thing. sanded all the way around those rivets. Take my index finger and I'm going along this edge. You know, it looks like I'm finger standing, but I need to get up in this edge. Then I can come back and go over everything like this. Start hearing a little squeak underneath your sandpaper, wash it off. What that is one of those little glitters that come loose, and it's now riding on top of the sand, riding on top of the clear underneath your sandpaper, and it's wanting to scratch things. So what this squeegee does is squeegee all the water off of it so we can check it and know where we're at sand-wise. I wish I had some 1,000. We should probably do this with 1,000, but I'm using 1,500 right now. That's going to make it a little tougher on us to get all this down slick. It's a warm job today, I can say that for it. While you're sanding on this valve, try not to lean on it too much with your arms because you'll sweat, and then we're going to wipe it down anyway, but the less sweat we get on, the better off we are. And I'm wringing wet. Loves the rivet. Good catch one. It'll be fun. We live in Southern Illinois. I know you hear me clear my throat all the time. It's because we live in a swamp of humidity, and my sinuses go constantly out here, go back to the air conditioning, you know. I'm gonna try to get another coat clear on this tonight. And it will still look a little orange peeler. Because we're not taking this all the way down. This purple coat here. We're just taking it down enough to kind of smooth it out, so when we put the next 2 coats of clear on it, it will lay flat, and we'll be able to sand any more of this out without sanding into the purple. Now, I'm probably going to take a little bit of purple candy and just barely dust over some of these silver flakes that are from us sanding the flake. It's showing a little bit of the silver on the flake, which I really don't want to see. So what we're doing is kind of pre-prep. We'll shoot a little bit of purple candy over this so that we cover any of the silver specks. And then we're going to shoot another couple coats of clear on this so we can come in tomorrow or the next day and sand this thing down and buff it. And at that point, it'll be ready to go back on its chassis, which we're still figuring out because we're putting that chassis on a Softail. This is an older Easyrider Sidecar, and believe it or not, this came off of Moto Guzzi, so the mounts are all wrong. We're changing the mounts on the chassis. We're putting new bearings in the chassis, and we're still prototyping the Softail hookups because this company's never fit one of these to a Softail. Company's probably long gone. I know you can still find places that's got blueprints and plans for these because we were just looking at some. But the chassis being redone right now while we're working on this. Get in here. Come along this bottle piece. Did you get this bottle?
I thought I did.
Get it one more time. I got the bottom over there. Because we're shooting more clear on this, it has to, every part of it has to be sanded good. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that door was open. I didn't want to walk in and knock that thing over.
You see things?
Huh?
What do you not see?
Bill's gone.
Oh, bikes.
Bill's gone. That one's done. Waiting on him to pick up.
Where's the deal?
Softail's together in there.
Where's the deal?
Gone.
Pick it up.
I got it started and running, and he come got it.
You get you a squirrel cage put on one end.
On what?
Yeah, they didn't blow dirt anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would need this one. That's a little different.
You what?
That's a little different.
Across from Opry Lane.
Oh, okay.
Make sure I got that. I don't think it's sanded. It looks too shiny.
Did you put your final clear on it, or is this?
No, this is just a coat of clear with the purple flake in it.
Oh, you still gotta go over it then.
Yeah. You gotta sand that flake down for you.
I remember the red bike.
Yeah.
You're running into the same thing I am in my building. Heat.
Man, you
It
really
ain't
go.
too bad here, but
I'm about ready to go pull an air conditioner out of the studio and put it in, but every time we turn the exhaust fan on for the paint booth, it'll just suck the cool air right out. So I'm gonna go to Brooke King and buy one of them big ass fans. What about that size moves? They're good. So unfortunately, I stuck it in the window.
I always get the little the metal fans at the stands. You can hang one in the corner, one over there. Those move them real well. I mean, you got it shadier. That's a good thing.
Get we got a couple towels in there.
What do you want to see?
It's the axle's the problem, isn't it?
Well, it's just a Japanese axle.
I got one.
What size is it? 17.
I'm pretty sure.
Really?
It's sitting on the XS 650 from the 70s, 75 mile.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. Matter of fact, I think my dad's got a shitload of them in his.
And this is
It'd be a real small axle, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's a small axle.
that's the tire in the
Like I was saying, you want to make sure you wash all this sanding dust off. This sanding dust will dry on top of that paint or clear, and it will stay there. You'll have to sand it off after that dries. So you want to make sure you get that done. Okay, we're gonna dry this thing off. You know where there nozzle is, Val? Yeah, my paint boots are wrecked and I can't find anything.
Here. Right there. Yeah, I'll put home.
Finally got that wheel put on his top on, right?
So anyway, we'll be back with you tomorrow after we get this thing cleared. We may clear it tonight. If I do, I'll turn the camera back on. But we had to get it wiped down and get it cleaned up and get it ready, get the room ready to clear in. And we'll check with you guys in a little bit. Don't forget to like and subscribe.